Hello Chelsea fans. Welcome again to Chelsea HQ View for an amazing blog post about our beloved Chelsea FC. What Maresca really said, breaking down Chelsea's season plans and transfer needs. Picture this, you're sitting in your favorite chair, cup of tea in hand, scrolling through social media on a quiet Friday morning. Then boom, news breaks that Enzo Maresca just held his first big press conference of the new season. Your heart skips a beat. What did our manager say? Are we ready for Crystal Palace? Do we need more players? Well, grab that tea and settle in, because we've got every single detail from what our boss said at Cobham this morning. And trust me, there's plenty to talk about. The big picture, are we actually ready? Let's start with the million-dollar question that every Chelsea fan is asking right now. Are we ready for the new season? Maresca's answer was honest, maybe more honest than some of us wanted to hear. We guess we are ready, but we need to wait for the real competition to verify that, he told reporters. Now, before you panic and start wondering if we're in trouble, let's think about this for a second. This isn't Maresca being negative or worried. This is our manager being smart and realistic. Think about it. We've had a really short break this summer. Most of our players were at the Euros or Copa America. Some barely got a proper holiday. When you're dealing with tired players and limited pre-season time, you can't just assume everything will click perfectly from day one. But here's the thing that should make us all feel better. Maresca isn't panicking about it. He's treating it like the challenge it is. He knows this situation is new for everyone, him, the medical team, the fitness experts. Nobody has a playbook for how to handle this kind of schedule. What does this mean for us fans? Well, don't expect perfection right away. We might see some rotation in the early games. We might need a few matches to really get going. And you know what? That's completely fine. The Levi Colwill problem, our biggest headache. Now we come to the news that really stung. Levi Colwill is going to be out for a long time. If you felt your stomach drop when you read that, you're not alone. Maresca called it a big loss for us, and honestly, that might be the understatement of the year. Why is losing Colwill such a big deal? Let's break it down in simple terms. Last season, Colwill wasn't just another defender. He was the guy who started our attacks. You know those moments when we're under pressure, and suddenly we're breaking forward with pace? 9 times out of 10, it started with Colwill's pass. Maresca explained it perfectly. We are able to create chances and to attack in the right way if we are able to build in the right way. Levi was a huge part of our build-up and now he is out. Think about our best games last season. Remember how we used to pass out from the back, draw teams forward, then suddenly switch the play and create chances? That all started with players like Colwill. He's not just a defender who can pass. He's a playmaker who happens to play at the back. So what happens now? Maresca says they're looking for solutions both inside the squad and outside. But between you and me, this is going to be tough. You can't just replace a player like Colwill overnight. His combination of defensive ability and passing range is rare. The good news is that Maresca isn't trying to pretend this isn't a problem. He's facing it head-on. Sometimes that's all you can ask for from your manager. Transfer talk, what we really need. Here comes the part that every Chelsea fan has been waiting for. What did Maresca say about new signings? Well, he didn't beat around the bush. When asked about finding solutions for the Colwill situation, he was crystal clear. I think we need a central defender. We are looking for an internal solution, but as I said, the club know exactly what I think. There it is, folks. No diplomatic double talk. No we're happy with what we have nonsense. Our manager wants a new centre-back, and has made sure the people upstairs know it. But wait, there's more. When pressed about whether he'd be happy with the current squad if no more business happens, Maresca gave us a classic manager answer: we have a fantastic squad. We are happy with the squad we are, no doubt. But we said many times that when the window is open, anything can happen. Let's decode this, shall we? Yes, he thinks the squad is good. But that anything can happen line? That's manager speak for we're still looking to improve. And honestly, that's exactly what we want to hear. The transfer window is still open for a few more weeks. We've got time to find the right player. The fact that Maresca is being so direct about what he wants is actually encouraging. It means there's no confusion between him and the board about what the team needs. The expectation game, can we win the title? Now here's where things get really interesting. The journalist asked Maresca about the complete change in mood around Chelsea. A year ago, when he first joined, the talk was all about rebuilding and being patient. Now? Fans are talking about title challenges. Maresca's response was pure class. For me, this shows how good the team has been last season. Because as you said, when I joined the club 1 year ago, the noise around the club was completely different noise compared to now. He's absolutely right, isn't he? Think back to this time last year. We were coming off a disappointing season. New manager, lots of young players, uncertainty everywhere. The talk was all about giving time and building for the future. Fast forward 12 months, and look where we are. Fans are genuinely excited. Pundits are taking us seriously. The whole mood has shifted from maybe next year to why not this year. But here's what I love about Maresca's approach. He's not getting caught up in all the hype. He's not making bold predictions or setting unrealistic expectations. Instead, he's keeping everyone grounded. I don't like to look in 2 months, in 3 months, in 4 months, because that doesn't exist in football. I like to watch tomorrow, I like to be focused on tomorrow's game. This is perfect management, honestly. He's acknowledging the positive changes without adding pressure. He's keeping the focus on what actually matters, the next game, the next performance, the next opportunity to improve. What this means for Palace and beyond. So what can we expect when Crystal Palace come to Stamford Bridge on Sunday? Well, based on everything Maresca said, we should expect a team that's ready to compete but might not be at 100% yet. The good news is that Palace away is exactly the kind of game where we can ease into the season. It's at home, the crowd will be buzzing, and Palace traditionally struggle at the Bridge. If we're going to have any early season rustiness, this is a good game to work through it. But let's not kid ourselves. Palace under Oliver Glasner are no pushovers. They've got pace on the wings, they're solid at the back, and they'll come to frustrate us. This won't be a walk in the park. The key will be how quickly our players can shake off the summer cobwebs. Can our midfield find their rhythm? Can our forwards link up like they did at the end of last season? Can our defense stay solid without Colwill? These are the questions that will be answered on Sunday. And honestly, that's exciting. We're about to find out if all the positive talk over the summer was justified. The bigger picture, building something special. Step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture of what Maresca is building at Chelsea. This press conference wasn't just about team news and transfer speculation. It was about a manager who clearly knows what he wants and isn't afraid to say it. When he talks about needing a centre-back, that's not panic or desperation. That's a manager who understands his system and knows exactly what pieces he needs to make it work. When he talks about focusing on the next game instead of title talk, that's not lack of ambition. That's smart management. The most encouraging thing about everything Maresca said is how confident and calm he sounds. There's no stress in his voice when he talks about challenges. There's no frustration when he discusses missing players. He sounds like a man who has a plan and trusts that plan. That confidence is going to be crucial this season. We're going to face setbacks. We're going to have difficult moments. When those times come, we need a manager who stays calm and sticks to his principles. Based on this press conference, that's exactly what we've got. Reading between the lines. Now, let's talk about what Maresca didn't say, because sometimes that's just as important as what he did say. He didn't panic about the short pre-season. He acknowledged it as a challenge but didn't use it as an excuse. That's the sign of a manager who takes responsibility. He didn't try to downplay the Colwill injury. He could have said we have other options or it's an opportunity for someone else. Instead, he was honest about what a big loss it is. That shows he respects both the player and the fans' intelligence. He didn't get drawn into title talk, but he also didn't dismiss it entirely. He found the perfect balance between ambition and realism. That's not easy to do, especially when you're dealing with a fan base that's hungry for success. Most importantly, he didn't make excuses for anything. Short preseason? We'll deal with it. Missing key player? We'll find solutions. Transfer needs? The club knows what I think. That's the attitude of a winner. What we should expect this season. Based on everything Maresca said in this press conference, what should we realistically expect from this Chelsea team? First, don't expect perfection from day one. The manager has been honest about the challenges of the short break and missing players. We might need a few games to really get going, and that's okay. Second, expect to see some tactical flexibility. With Colwill out and potentially new players coming in, Maresca will need to adapt his system. The good news is that he seems prepared for this challenge. Third, expect the unexpected. Maresca's comment about anything can happen in the transfer window suggests we might see more movement before deadline day. Whether that's incoming players, outgoing players, or both, stay tuned. Finally, expect improvement. That's been Maresca's consistent message since he arrived. Focus on getting better every day. If we do that, the results will follow. The Palace test. All of this brings us back to Sunday's game against Palace. In many ways, this match will set the tone for our entire season. Not because one game determines everything, but because it will show us how well Maresca's preparations have worked. Can we play our way past an organized defense? Can we handle the pressure of being expected to win? Can we start the season with the kind of performance that justifies all the positive talk? Palace won't make it easy. They'll sit deep, they'll try to hit us on the break, and they'll look to frustrate our creative players. It's exactly the kind of test that will show whether we've really improved as much as everyone thinks. The beauty is that we don't have to wait long to find out. In just over 48 hours, we'll have our answers. Final thoughts, reasons to be optimistic. After listening to everything Maresca said in this press conference, there are plenty of reasons for Chelsea fans to feel optimistic about the season ahead. Our manager is being realistic about challenges while remaining confident about our abilities. He knows what the team needs and isn't afraid to ask for it. He's keeping expectations in check while building something special. Yes, we have problems to solve. The Colwill injury is a big blow, and we clearly need defensive reinforcements. But problems are just opportunities in disguise, right? This gives other players chances to step up. This forces us to be more creative in our approach. The most encouraging thing is the complete change in atmosphere around the club. A year ago, we were hoping for progress. Now, we're expecting success. That transformation doesn't happen by accident. It happens because everyone, players, staff, and fans, believes in what we're building. So as we head into Sunday's game and the new season beyond, let's remember what Maresca told us today. Stay focused on the next game. Trust the process. Believe in the team. The rest will take care of itself. Sunday can't come soon enough, can it? Come on you Blues.